Okay, dear students, my today's class will be on lab, that is Power System Simulation Laboratory. So its code will be 17EL76. So already I have made one video regarding here actually these are the list of the experiments, and this is first cycle and these are all the second cycle. Among this already I have discussed regarding this, that two LL faults, LG faults will be there. One fault I have discussed. I will continue with this, how to calculate the fault current voltages of LL and LG faults, okay, in MATLAB and all. So let us go for this program so that we'll continue in MATLAB. Okay, so just have a look at this program. Okay, this is the program, faults for transmission lines. So here we are writing a MATLAB program to determine fault current and voltage in a single transmission line system at a specified location for LG, LG faults. Okay, so regarding this theory already I have read in PSA 1, no need to go for depth. So I will discuss how to execute the programs. I already have discussed how to execute the LL faults, so I will continue with this same. So the program whatever we have written, thorough program we have written, but we need to calculate here voltage, sequence components of voltage, current and fault current, that much is important. Rest other whatever part will be there, that is extra part, that you can delete, okay. But you should know which part has to be added, which has to be deleted, that is the tricks you have to follow here, okay. So main thing is what, as per problem, what they have asked, given input data you have to collect it, based on that input program has to be written. And the main thing is what, MATLAB programs are very simple in the sense, first theoretical part is to be clear for you, okay, and you should know how to calculate the given whatever problem they will specify. If you know that formulas and all, then it will be easy to write programs in MATLAB. Only few tricks you have to follow, how to execute and how to debug, okay. So this is the faults for transmission line. Here impedance they have specified, that positive, negative, zero sequence impedance will be there, and here X value they have specified. So if you write here X equals to input like this, just have a look, X equals to input if you write. So 1, 2, 3 I am writing, I am initializing 1 for LG, 2 for LL and 3 for DLG faults. And this is the alpha value we are taking. This is of what angle, different angle, 120 to 40 degrees will be, depending upon that alpha will be minus 0.5 plus 0.866i. Okay, now I am initializing the values, all impedance values, Z1, Z2, Z0. Okay, in exam what they will ask, you have to find out fault current, voltages, sequence component of voltage, current and fault current of particular faults. Okay, then how to calculate this fault current? To calculate fault current, current as well as voltage is needed. Okay, current is needed actually. So if you see this to calculate the fault currents, and this sequence component of line current is needed, and along with this impedance value is also needed. So what you have to do here, you have to initialize the impedance value. What are those impedance value? Positive, negative, 0. I am initializing positive, negative, 0 as ZA1, ZA2, ZA0. The main tricks what you have to follow here, either you can use capital letters or small. If you are using small letters throughout program, that letter only you have to use. If you are using both capital small, means you will be getting error, undefined variable like that. For example, ZA1 I am writing, and if in this equation if you write like ZA1 as a small, if you are writing here is a capital ZA1, if you write small letter it won't execute. Remember always this. Okay, while initializing always you have to, either you can use small letters or capital letters, and initializing letters may be anything. You can define Z1, ZA1, whatever, okay, ZA2, Z2 or ZA0, Z0. So defining, initializing the variables, it depends on you. Okay, it's not like that you have to write whatever you have given. Okay, so that's why you have to practice how to write. So you have to initialize, either it may be small letters or capital. Okay, so now I am writing all three experiments in only one. So that's why if you write all three experiments one by one, so you have to initialize like X equals to 1 for LG and X equals to 2 here. Here I have written X equals to 2. See here X equals to 2 for next fault, and I am writing X equals to 3 for another fault, that too DLG fault. See here X equals to, where we have written X equals to 3, okay. I am initializing condition. Wherever you are writing X equals to, then end should be there, and you will be getting. Okay. So with this, whatever the program will be, the same program I will write in MATLAB C. So this is the MATLAB program. Just have a look this MATLAB program. Okay. This is the MATLAB program. So here all X terms will be there, X value, this is the input. So I am initializing X equals to 1 for LG, 2 for LL and 3 for DLG. Here I am taking short form of here I am taking the short form of program, that is ZA1 positive sequence, ZA2 negative sequence, and ZA0 zero sequence. Okay, and ZF also we needed sometime. That is for, this is for ZF is nothing but fault sequence impedance. Okay, this is fault sequence impedance. So now E value is needed, that is line to neutral voltage they have specified. So you have to convert 400 to divided by root 3, that is 230.94. So these are the initial values. With these initial values we have to calculate. First I am going x equals to 1 for LG fault. Okay, so this is the x equals to 1 for LG fault. So then how to do this? To calculate this fault current, the formula for fault current for LG fault is 3 absolute naught IA naught, 3 absolute IA naught. Okay, so to calculate IA naught, see what are the values. IA1 is E divided by positive, negative, zero sequence and fault impedance. ZA1, ZA2, ZA1, ZA2, ZA0, ZA1, ZA2 into plus 3 into ZF. And IA2 is equals to IA1, IA0 is equals to IA1. These are the formulas. Same thing you have to go for voltage. VA1 is equals to E minus ZA1 into IA1, VA2 is equals to minus ZA2 into IA2, and VA0 is equals to minus ZA0 into IA0. So this is the current and these are the voltages. And one thing, see, if you say this program, I have not given any semicolon here. See, if you specify semicolon like this, just have a look, is it visible? Yes. If you specify semicolon, it won't display at the output. Okay, if you want to display at the output this value, then no need to specify semicolon. Remember these tricks. Getting what I am telling? If you specify semicolon, it won't display anything. Okay. Here I have not specified any semicolon, means this it will display at the output. It will ask what is ZA1, what is ZA2, what is ZA0. Okay. If I specify a semicolon, this alpha value, it won't display. Now I want to display these impedance values. I want to display this currents, voltage and fault current. Okay. If you want to display directly fault current, means rest whatever is there you display semicolon except this, because here we are initializing the values. If you directly write the values, that time if you put semicolon, no problem. Here we are initializing, no need to put semicolon. Okay. So now this is all about, and fault current. Fault current for LG will be 3 absolute IA naught. Similarly, you have to go for fault current for what? LL. Okay, this is the formula for LL. And same thing you have to go for double LG fault. Okay. So here x equals to 3 and end IB plus IC, and these are the different equations we are finding here. Okay, V1, V2, V0, all those things. This is the sequence component of line current, phase voltage, and this is not needed while doing. Just I'll delete this. Necessary things will execute, right? Okay. So now while executing what and all, so now I am executing all three programs in one form only. So that's why what you have to do here. If you write x equals to 1, it will take LG fault. If you write x equals to 2, it will take LL fault. If you write x equals to 3, it will take DLG fault. Okay. As per this program, I will go through. I will put run. I will take positive sequence impedance 4J, negative 2J. This is 1J and this is 1J. Okay. Just I will execute. Run the program. Once you run the program, and this is actually previous I executed. So I don't want this previous things. So just I will clear this. CLC you have to put. Okay, what is that? What you have to do here? CLC, see here, CLC I am writing. If you want to clear previous output, put CLC. Getting? Okay. So what you have to do here? Okay, now I'll run this. I'll go for here. I'll put 1. Okay. If you put 1, it is asking x equals to 1. What is that for? LG fault. Positive sequence 4J, small j. Negative sequence 2J. Zero sequence 1J. And fault impedance 1J. If you put all these values, so fault current we are getting 69.2820. This is for LG. So next I will go for LL. I will clear this output first. Okay. Here it is displaying all fault currents, voltages as well as fault current. Right. I will clear this. Okay. So now what you have to do here? Again I will go for program. Now I will execute second program. First program x equals to 1 for LG. Right. Now I will go for LL. Okay. We will run this. Yes. So now I will go for second, put 2, enter. So same thing, 4J, 2J, negative sequence, zero sequence 1J, and this is what? 1J. What? Fault impedance, enter. Okay, and see here we are getting some error, that is line 25. Okay, if you get like this, it will be easy to understand. If without error means you won't come to know. Here VF, actually I have changed all the voltages in terms of E only. Actually in program they have written VF is equals to E. So that's why here just I will write this is voltage E only. Just take here E. Okay. So this is capital E. Yes. Okay. Just run this. I'll run this. Okay. So now I'll put x equals to 2. Yes. So positive sequence 4j, 2j, capital it is, so that's why it is not taking. First I'll clear this CLC. What you have to do here? CLC. Okay. Once again you go for program. So take this program. So run this. Okay. So now you write second one. So positive sequence 4j, 2j, 1j, 1j. If you do, so now you are getting fault current is 57.1428. This is for LL fault. Same thing you have to go for DLG also. Clear this. Here we are getting voltage current and fault current. Clear this. I will go for DLG fault. Again go for program. Here this one, again run this. Again 3 you write. 3. This is for DLG fault. So now positive sequence 4j, negative sequence 2j, and this is 1j, and this is also 1j. Okay. So here it is, we are getting error. This is VF undefined. So here what you have to make here, VF, instead of VF you make capital E. Okay. So I am making all E only I am taking, that's why. Okay. Now I changed that error. So it is undefined, it was asking. So I changed to E only. So now you write 3, third one. So positive sequence 4j, negative sequence 2j, 0 sequence again 1j, and again 1j. So you are getting output fault current. Okay. So this is all about all 3. Okay. So this is all about till now whatever we got, all 3 experiments, that is LL, LG, DLG faults in one form. Okay. This is fault current calculation. Okay. Today's I am discussing this program on fault calculation of LL, LG, DLG. Here we calculated sequence component of line current, voltages as well as fault currents. Okay. Individually, if you want to go separate means separate, no need to write X here. So directly you can start from ZA1, ZA2, ZA0. And one thing, if you want to change the values, instead of writing like this, you can write directly 4J. Okay, instead of initializing, you can write directly 4J, 2J, 1J. Okay, in program. Getting? Okay. In next program, next I will discuss another program, and that too on this ABCD parameters as what you have done in TD subject. Okay. Thank you.